All right, everybody, we got a short episode on Labor Day. Labor Day is coming up here in the United States. For some people, it's the end of your summer, unofficially. Your last barbecue, you close up the pool, send the kids back to school. A lot of places are already back to school, but especially in the Northeast U.S., especially with the holiday being this early in the year, you're going back to school next week. But first, hey, go back to school with Kettle and Fire. Their bone broths, their soups, give you a great start to the day, give you a great little kick in the end of the day if you need it. And they'll give you 10% off with code BetterHumanhood. Just go there, fill up your box, go to checkout, use code BetterHumanhood, all one word, in the promo code box. They will give you 10% off your order. What can you get at Kettle and Fire? You can get chicken bone broth. You can get beef bone broth. You can get miso soup. You can get turmeric ginger bone broth. You can get curry bone broth. You can get a whole bunch of stuff that will help you with your workout and injury recovery. It will help you with your keto diet. They'll help you with your paleo diet. That will help you with your intermittent fasting program. Again, that's kettleandfire.com. Code BetterHumanhood at checkout for 10% off. Let's do the show.
Welcome to Better Humanhood, where we build a better world by building better people. We have to live on the planet, and we have to live with other people. We have conversations about making that a wonderful proposition.
Hey there, welcome back to Better Humanhood. You're having an awesome day, an awesome week, an awesome month, an awesome year, an awesome life. Fantastic moment right now. I hope whatever you are up to right now is everything you wanted it to be. On September 5th, 1882, some 10,000 people marched through Union Square in New York City. Organizers were hoping for about twice that many, but some of the workers decided to take the day to take their families out to Coney Island and other local attractions. Those who showed up, though, generally well-dressed and orderly. There was a large police presence, but no reported arrests. Marchers carried signs that said things like, Labor built this republic and labor shall rule it. The laborer must receive and enjoy the full fruit of his labor. Down with convict contract labor. Labor will be united. Labor pays all taxes. And the true remedy is organization and the ballot. Another march was held on the same day the following year. On September 5th, 1887, Oregon became the first state to declare Labor Day a holiday. And in 1894, the holiday moved to the first Monday in September. It was celebrated by 30 of the 44 states in the U.S. at that time. That same year, 1894, Congress declared Labor Day a federal holiday. It seems that Labor Day, a fall holiday, was chosen as a federal holiday to celebrate workers in an effort to avoid celebrating May Day as a holiday. That was a labor riot in Chicago where a bomb went off at a Union picket and a riot ensued. 7 policemen died in 1886, in early May. While today, Labor Day is often celebrated as the unofficial end of summer, the last day for beaches, vacation seasons, and outdoor pools, and in some cases the last day of summer break for public school systems, its intended purpose is to celebrate the contribution of the labor force. The U.S. Department of Labor details the celebration outlined when Labor Day was first proposed as a holiday. A street parade to exhibit to the public the strength and esprit de corps of the trade and labor organizations of the community, followed by a festival for recreation and amusement of the workers and their families. This became the pattern for the celebrations of Labor Day. Speeches by prominent men and women were introduced later as more emphasis was placed upon the economic and civic significance of the holiday. So, at first, it was to celebrate laborers. Had a parade, had a carnival. Only later did it become political. The initial marches weren't just to draw attention to the usefulness of American workers. Back in the late 19th century, early 20th century, laborers worked 12-hour days. There was no minimum wage. There were no safety regulations. There were riots. There were strikes. Workers wanted change. And that's why they formed unions, and that's why unions fought for things like 8-hour work days and lunch breaks, minimum wage, so that if you were working, you could actually afford a place to live. And we don't have to talk about that right now, because the minimum wage definitely does not get you an apartment anywhere, even full-time right now. If you are one of those people who gets Labor Day off and you'll celebrate with a swim and some hot dogs, some beers, take a minute and remember that some unions are still fighting for workers. Just a little bit from AFL-CIO. This Labor Day, working people in every corner of the country have good reason to be proud. Movement is on the rise. We are marching and striking and organizing. We are refusing to accept business as usual. For decades, corporations have rigged the economy to work for the few at the expense of the many. They've tried to destroy our unions, and too many of America's leaders have done their bidding, waging an assault on our most fundamental freedoms. But we have never looked to corporations or politicians to validate our movement. The rights of working people have always been won and sustained by our own desire and passion for change. We have the power to create the fair economy and just society that we deserve, and that means making our voices heard, loud and clear on the campaign trail, and defeat corporate-backed politicians and fill the halls of power with genuine allies of working families. That's where we stand today. That's what unions are at least saying they are pushing for. Now, go do you. Be who you are. Be who you will to be. kettleandfire.com. Use code BetterHumanhood at checkout to save 10%. We will see you next time.
Thank you for listening. Get show notes and more at betterhumanhood.com. Leave us a rating and review wherever you listen to podcasts. And have yourself a wonderful day.